Hi, this is Hayley. Today I'll be talking to you about these 4 sculptures I created inspired by the Myers-Briggs study for the week 4 session. My results were E, extroverted, I, intuitive, F, feeling, and P, perceiving. This first sculpture shows my extroversion by the blue components sticking out, standing up taller, standing out of the crowd, gloss against a gradient background of matte colors. The stone, which is actually rough texture, shows how I'm a little rough around the edges, but I've got that bubbly texture on the outside also. The strong back is supposed to symbolize how I'm a bit of a supportive back for a lot of my friends, and the web at the bottom has my expressionistic interpretation is of a broken web where I bring people together, but I'm also a bit messy and pretty inconsistent, so not always very reliable. The second shape is one that's representing the intuition, and I went backwards and forwards a few times between these two pieces, deciding whether to swap them around. But in the end, I decided this sculpture was a great representation of intuition because I created it without a plan in mind. I really wanted to paint it so I could focus on the details and the line work created by the hand and the fingerprints. I used a subtractive painting technique with this, and using a mono color palette too. They're just different depths of red there. And I like it because it's one big piece, you know, it's the big picture, looking at the big picture as a whole. Whereas this piece here, representing my feelings, it has a nice juxtaposition between the soft, complicated, delicate edges of the scrolls with the wonky cube at the bottom, which is me and my not so great ability where I try and oversimplify things. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. Probably not a good thing. The leaves on the edges are really fragile, and I guess I try to unroll and unravel other people's issues and emotions for them, and I might not always be the most empathetic, but I'm always trying. There's also a good mix of, I'm not sure if you can see, but gloss and matte. And the last one is representing the perceiving. So I see me as this red ball of energy, this burst of energy where I'm combining work and play. I've used a bubble pattern on the arms here, which are relatively flexible. I knew that I would come out with some bubble pattern, but not the exact details of the patterns. So I really liked how that turned out. Because I like to explore options and remain flexible, and this layout can also be rearranged to be flexible as well, to fit the shape and the space that it's in. And the last bit is what I call the golden turd. So I see myself as a little bit, I have trouble, I can talk the talk, but I can't really walk the walk sometimes. So that's how I see me. And that's also using a subtractive technique as well, with an accent color. So there you go. Thank you.